Well, Dad, fun seeing you here.
Rare.
Rare. Very interesting place. They don't get to come to very often. Actually, we spend a lot of time here together. But,
yeah, it was fun to be able to at least sit down and talk about some of the things that I think need to be talked about, which we never get around to because you're running yours and I'm running mine. So, one of the things that I've noticed is if there's certain things, if you do them well, things start happening. And if you don't, you struggle. And one of the things is getting a new recruit off to a fast start. So what do you think are the key elements to getting a new recruit off correctly to a fast start?
Well, the thing that's exciting about getting a brand new recruit off to a fast start, Dad, is that it's the beginning of a person's business. It's an exciting event. It's an exciting time for them. And being able to have some keys to helping them make that fast start in a simple manner. Because honestly, Dad, for a long time, I try to do it really hard. I had 50 things you got to do. Yeah. Here's 20 different tapes you got to listen to. And what I discovered was keeping it really simple. And I keep it down to 4 basic things. The first thing I want someone to do is make a sprint to district.
Before I start that, stop you right there. What did you do wrong to begin with? Because we're telling you what we should be doing right. What did you do wrong to begin with?
Well, I made it too complicated. Mm-hmm. I think this is a very easy business when you really understand what it is, and you're dealing with people. And I remember one time having a field. I recruited a guy same day in the office. We're excited, and I started off teaching him the rule of 72 and how whole life insurance works.
Yeah.
And after about 30 minutes, I think, what am I doing with this guy? I'm not helping him build anything. I'm not getting him on appointments. Right. I'm trying to teach him things. And so, and that's not what you taught me to do. That was my instant reaction. And I think what you coached me to do was to help every brand new recruit sprint to their district leader promotion. Everybody talks about you want to have a RVP factory. Well, you've got to have a district factory to help produces RVPs. And so help them do that in the first 30 days. And here's how I do that, Dad. I focus on saying, hey, listen, go out there and set 10 appointments with your best friends in the first 7 days. Now, it could be shorter, but I want that done in the first 7 days. And the key part being with your best friends. See, one of the things I have perspective of is seeing families like the Tuttles or the Buissons in Primerica. Everybody they recruited and they had a lot of success with right off the bat was their best friends. And this is a best friends business, working with people in the right market and helping them sprint a district, getting 3 recruits, getting the premium in, but also getting licensed in the first 30 days. You can't make money here until you're licensed. And that's a license. I want to coach them and help them understand it's a license to override, not a license just to go write business. And also, I want them to be a part of the team, get plugged into our Zoom meetings. Now we're Zoom life everywhere, getting plugged each week to Zoom meetings. And then the final aspect is want them to, if they don't already have it put in place, but put in place their financial freedom program, making sure they're properly protected with life insurance, make sure they're putting money away for retirement. And but outside of that, Dad, I think the biggest thing that brand new recruits need, outside of having those 4 key points, they've got to understand why we recruit. Because before Primerica, Dad, have you ever recruited anybody anything?
No, nothing, never.
I mean, outside of marrying Mom, you recruited her. You did it. Right. That's the best recruiting job you've ever done. Yes. But people don't understand recruiting, and most people today working in corporate America, they don't see why we recruit.
Ever.
And so I want to give them a perspective on why we recruit. Here in North Texas, we've got 3 to 4 million potential clients. We have less than 50 offices. What makes more sense, Dad, for me to go out there or you to go out there and try to help all those people by yourself?
No.
I mean, I put the pen to the math one time and I figured out it would take me 5,000 lifetimes to help 3 to 4 million people by myself. And when you have a crusade like ours to help people become financially independent, make more money, have the right kind of coverage, the right amount of protection, retire secure, we're the only company standing in the way for these folks. And so we want to open more offices. So how do we do that? Recruit people part-time, and we find the people that want to do it full-time. So I want to normalize recruiting to them where they understand why we recruit, and the excitement behind that. And then the other part, Dad, that I really focus on is something you did with me. And I think every good leader in the company does, which is help that person believe more in themselves.
Right.
I know Virginia Carter believed in you. Art Williams believed in
Correct.
you. Many people come into this business, like Art Williams says, a big flashing sign on their chest saying, believe me, tell me I'm special. And it helps get the fear out. And I want my brand new recruits to know that I'm behind them 100%. I'm gonna be there for them all the time, and I'm gonna help them win. But also I want them to expect great things to happen when they set appointments.
See, most people, Patrick, I found what we call crock pot people.
Right.
And for those people who don't know what a crock pot is, you stick a bunch of food, raw food in a pot. 8 or 10 hours later, it's ready to be cooked and eaten. And that's what I think a lot of people do. They recruit somebody, throw them in, and say, if he's ambitious enough, he'll get it going. So what do you do with somebody who won't set the appointments?
Well, if they don't set the appointments, I think it's a couple of challenges. They don't believe in what we do, or they don't understand what we really do. And so if someone's saying, well, I want to hold off on meeting with my friends, or I want to hold off on setting appointments, I want to get down to, because we're a business of the heart. That's one thing I love about Primerica is
that's right.
We're a crusade business. My heart can show in this business with how we help families, and they don't understand the difference that we make. So I ask them some questions. If they're absolutely not wanting to get going on appointments, I say, listen, give me your top 10 best friends. I'll set those appointments for you. And let them know, by the way, I'll be meeting with these guys on these dates. Hop on, love to have you there, because I want your credibility. But I'm going to build it for them.
Sometimes you can't wait.
You can't, because if people start dragging too long, they're going to die on the vine. And
take their names with them.
You take their names with them. Doubt starts to creep in, or they're going to do a Google search and look at something that makes no sense, that they don't understand, versus the person that's out there going on, like, for example, going on 10 appointments their first week. They're seeing, wow, my best friend had whole life insurance, or my other best friend had no life insurance, or this person, they got a fixed annuity that they're dependent upon their retirement when they could be getting mutual fund rates of return. So we want to go out there and help them make that fast start, and take it as we're in control, helping them build their business, because they have no experience doing this. We want to show them the right way to build it and how to make it happen for them quickly versus slow.
You know, the words you're using, a sprint, fast start, you ask 100 people, you're going to have 100 different definitions what sprint and fast start are. I was talking to one of them. They recruited a guy last week, and well, he'd been out. No, he's working on his list. And that's always a familiar phrase. What's your definition of sprint and fast start?
The sprint is having a set amount of appointments each week you're going to get done. So that's why I say 10 appointments. We want to get 10 appointments in the next 7 days. Maybe some guys do 15. Some guys have done 20. You know, we got some guys recently that are just knocking our socks off, getting us on appointments. But for most of them, it's setting a goal and helping them see it through having a fun level of accountability, of encouragement. This is where the belief in them comes in, that you're going to do great, but also helping instill in them that crusading spirit. I've found that people who are crusaders that love what we do in this business, you're not having to drag them into the field.
True.
They're already ready to talk to somebody, and not saying, well, I'm going to wait a week to get my list put together. I'm trying to think through. If they're doing that, they're trying to call names or hand select names that they don't know who's going to win. Virginia Carter didn't know if you're going to be as great as you are. What I find out in our business is that we discover more winners, and a few become winners along the way. And the ones who are getting us out there and making that fast start by setting appointments in their hot market with their best friends, right market, makes all the difference in the world, and gives them that confidence. And you're having fun on those appointments. They want to keep winning.
You know, you said best friends. Interesting how Art Williams said the 48-hour rule with a right market person. And what do you consider a right market person?
Right market, married with kids.
You know, why is that important?
Because it's our target market. When I was single, the single guy, there are places you're not going to go to find a wife. You know, the kind of person you really wanted to marry, right? Well, you wanted an earlier age than me. It took me longer for me to find mine, but I hit a home run. You know that she is your favorite, I'm sure, having a third daughter. But trying to find people in the wrong places. And if you're just trying to do it with single people after single people, and yeah, we got single people in their business who win. I was single when I got started in the business, but I went and talked to everybody I knew who was married. Why? Because they need life insurance. They're going to have that understanding. They're going to have the spouse elbowing them. What do you mean you don't think we need enough coverage, more coverage? Yeah, the spouse is going to get them going that way. And I think today, even single parents with children, you know, they need life insurance. They're open to having these conversations because most people you talk to them, they're single. I don't need life insurance.
That's right.
I've got plenty of time on my side.
A lot of wasted time there.
Yes, and we want to help you win and want you to maximize income when you make your fast start. Going district, the quickest way to do that is you might with married people. Now you might be able to recruit single people a lot easier because they have more time, but the people that have the right market, know the most folks, are people that are already in that right market.
You know, I heard that all business is a problem being solved. So if you see a business that operates because there's a problem that needs solving, that's why we give people a solution number.
Right.
Because that's a problem that they're solving. We're problem solvers, not salespeople. And again, a married person understands their problem of dying too soon. And so a non-married person might get it, but we know statistically that married people get it.
Right.
Correct?
And not just that, Dad, when it comes to recruiting, I'm married, I've got kids, there's a financial pressure there.
Yeah. That's
it's
true.
not there necessarily with single people. You know, I met a single guy last week, and he's making about $2,000 a month. He has no interest in making more money. Why? Because the pressure isn't there. Versus meeting one of my newest recruits is a single dad. He feels the financial pressure. You know, his daughter needs braces. She's gonna be driving a car real soon. You got college coming down the line. You want to provide for them. That sense of pressure is there where you think, man, if I can make an additional $1,500 to $2,000 a month, that'd be something special. That would change. That's life changing. And so that's what I found is a right market helps is in the recruiting side as well.
Well, end on this, Patrick. We got to be going. The 48-hour rule, that to me causes the manager to do something instead of waiting around. So we got to be running. But what's the 48-hour rule to you?
It means getting the brand new recruit out into the field in the right market with their best friends as soon as possible, and not hesitating, rather than saying, all right, next week let's get you going. Let's get you signed up for class, and you go through all the classes. Then we're going to get you going. It's saying, listen, I need 5 names or 10 names of your best friends. Let's get on the phone tonight. You know, you just did your IBA. Let's get you calling tonight and schedule appointments for tomorrow or the next day. That keeps the excitement going, and that's where the explosion happens in their business. You
know, we need to have this discussion more because I think we take it for granted, Patrick, that people understand this, get this. But, you know, we need to have more of these discussions.
Yep, absolutely. Because I think without these discussions, the thing that people miss out on the most is exploding their business through the great new people they have on board who want to win. We just got to show them how to do that. Right.